Hello everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. And in this video, I'm going to show something to all of you. Another aspect of defending yourself in combat. For those of you who saw my video on the SAP gloves, for self-defense, the damage it can do, and you saw the demonstrations I did too, and yes, they were very painful. There's another thing that I've been doing, experimenting with, something that would actually help, that I've been pretty much kind of experimenting here and there from different sources. And this thing is called Iron Palm or Iron Hand in 100 days. Now, this isn't like the Kung Fu movies on which they actually teach you how to smash, a bunch of bricks or anything like that. No. But it's going to help you to develop strong hands, dangerous enough for combat. And as far as breaking anything, you'll be able to break, from what I understand, patio blocks. And I don't know how strong patio blocks are, but they say you could be able to, a simple slap, and you can break it. And also, like 2-inch thick concrete thin blocks, or even 2x4s. Which I'm not going to mention the 2x4s. But the thing about it is, it does help. I did notice some degree of progress, but I'm not completely finished with it as of yet. Again, I just said, I've been experimenting. It's been over like close to a month now. And I've been using pretty much my hands to slap on certain type of material, which I want you to watch right now and pay very close attention, because this does work. How well it would work for you will depend on your training regime. So this is my explanation. This is going to be step 1, step 2, and then the rest follows. Here we go. Okay, this is, I'm going to be over here by the light. This here is step 1. By finding a very smooth surface, very smooth, right here, you find a very smooth concrete, or we can find a marble wall, anything that's very smooth. And what you do for palm slaps, for iron palm, what you want to do is you're gonna tuck in your thumb, close your fingers like this, not too much like this, but just like to the side, because you don't want to jam your thumb into the side of the wall. So just like a little bit open hand like that. So yeah. If you can't tuck it in, because some people's hands are a little bit different, I pretty much do it. I do it like this, regular hand slap. I go like that. The idea is to get the bottom, the main part of the palm heel mostly, or the palm part right here. So if you slap this way, overhand, you want to like have it over your hand like this, and then do the regime. Just do it hard enough to feel some discomfort. Don't do it real hard to the point that's very painful. Just do it to some degree. Do you feel some degree of discomfort? And just keep at it. You just keep doing it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Don't bother counting. Don't do like 20 or 50 in each hand. I mean, that's pointless. Just do it for a time limit. 30 to 45 seconds, and then you switch hands and you do the same thing. You just slap. The idea is to slap on the smooth part of the concrete. Same thing with, okay, this part's a little bit rough. This one's a little smoother. For the knuckles, right here, because you see how I've been at it for a while, what you do is moderate taps. Not too hard, because you're gonna mess up your hand, and not too soft. You don't want to do light taps. Moderate taps. Again, 45 seconds. You do the same thing with this one. What's going to end up happening is going to cause little tiny fractures on your knuckles, and then they'll knit and get stronger and get tougher. So the palm slap, again, overhand, and clenched fist for the knuckles. That's one part of the training regime. You keep at it to the point, you do this every day for 100 days, and you will develop a hand strong enough for combat, just as equally dangerous as the SAP gloves, if not more. I don't know exactly how this is going to work out for me. Like I said, it's only been about a month. I still got about the rest of the 100 days to go, so I can keep you updated and see what happens. Now that's the first part of the regime, the training regime. The second part of the regime is basically this, using rock salt. What you do is you take a canvas bag, a regular canvas. I don't have one to show you. I basically don't have any canvas bag to show you right now because I didn't use it anymore. And I pretty much borrowed it to somebody for their Iron Palm training. But any kind of martial arts magazine where they actually sell equipment, they actually have a canvas bag with a zipper. You open up the zipper and you fill it up with rock salt. And you can punch it, once you fill it up, you punch it until it gets to the point where it's a powdery mush. Now, that's for some people who want to do it. That's another training regime. But once you do the 100 days of the hand, for the first 50 days, just do that by itself. And from what I understand, after the 50th day, from day 51 to day 100, you can experiment by having this, which I don't know, I really don't recommend doing it, but I feel like I could just use this as an idea. Going like this, once your knuckles are pretty much the idea is to get grains of salt on the skin. What it will do, it will cause the skin to thicken, and you will build up a callus. But you want to also, at the same time, you want your hands to be somewhat supple. You don't want it to be too callous to the point that it looks really rough, and there could be a potential for damage. Even though this does work too, I don't really recommend it that much as the smooth concrete wall. Because at least that, what it does, it actually toughens the knuckles by causing fractures in the knuckles. And then they'll knit, like I said before. This part is for the skin, to make the skin calloused, and you'll be killing the nerves in your knuckles. You could also do palm slaps. You could also slap it on there too. So that's another way of doing it. Well, I hope this video is actually helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, do not hesitate, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. It's not going to be a problem. I've been working on this, so I'm not really completely finished with it. I'm still experimenting. So, I actually got a lot of views of my SAP gloves because they actually do work. And again, yes, it was painful, especially when I punched my jaw and stuff like that. Yeah, it was painful. But again, for the iron hand or iron palm, or whatever you want to call it, iron fist, this does help to make the hands dangerous enough for combat. So, to all of you, in closing, take care and good luck, and be careful. Take care.
And when the time comes, when you've worn the wheel down smooth, then I shall teach you the real iron palm.